Hello everyone, my name is Kit Tan. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a good day. Today I am in Ubon Ratchathani city in Thailand. So I am heading over to this morning market in Ubon Ratchathani city. So join me on this morning market tour and check out what are the interesting things that we can discover while we stroll along this morning market in Ubon Ratchathani city. So I am moving inside this Ubon Ratchathani city morning market. So there's a lot of things here that we can check out. So you can see a lot of food here, both fresh and cooked food. So this is the fresh market side. And you can see that this market, this morning market, is overlooking the river. Over here, you can see that it's overlook the river here. This is where the walking street, the weekend night market is located as well here, which is over at the other end there. So this is the morning market over at this Ubon Ratchathani city. So we took a look at the surrounding of this market, which has a pristine river view here. It's a nice river view at this hour, this early morning in Ubon Ratchathani city. So this is the view of the interior of this market here. It's not a big market. It's not really a big market. The size is average here, but there's a lot of things that you can get from this morning market. So we're going to take a tour around this market. So you can see quite a number of items where you can get from here. Some Isan food, some fruits here. Some durians as well. So this is the noodles section. So there are just so many things here, even though this market looks small here, but there are plenty of things that you can get from this market. Some meat section here, fruits again, watermelons, meat again here. Veggies, so we continue to walk to check out more things. Pineapples, flowers. We have flowers here. So this is the flower section. So there are some food vendors as well over at the outside of the market over there. You can check out some local food over here in Ubon Ratchathani. So the mini Vietnamese baguette, the crispy pork skin, some local sweets. So these are the early morning crowds at this Ubon Ratchathani city morning market. So the Isan sausage here, icon. So we have some snacks, some sweets here. The noodle shop here. So some of the food that you can get over at this market. We have curry puff here, the Isan style curry puff. So there's another Vietnamese baguette shop here. And then you have a coffee stall here. This is the Vietnamese nem nướng. Banh biêu. We have a banh biêu, the Vietnamese food here. So I'm still over at this Ubon Ratchathani city center here. And I'm going to check out one of these interesting streets over at this Ubon Ratchathani city, in which what the local call this as the Vietnamese or the little Vietnamese town here. And one of the distinctive features about this little Vietnamese street here is that there are a lot of shops you can see along this city here that specializes in all kinds of Vietnamese style food. So I'm going to check out this little Vietnamese street here. So join me. We're going to take a tour around this little Vietnamese street, and we are going to see what are the interesting things that we can discover while we tour around this street over here in Ubon Ratchathani city. So over here at this little Vietnamese street here, you can see one of the shop here specializes in the Vietnamese style food, and you can either have it over at this shop here, or you can take away. You can see the queue here. People are lining up to get some of these Vietnamese delicacies. So this is one of the Vietnamese style food shop here over at this little Vietnamese street. Take a look at some of the food items here. So it's still early in the morning and there's not much of a crowd at this moment. And I believe the crowd will swell going to the afternoon hours. So I continue to walk to this main street here from the inside of the alley just now. So I'm going to check out some of the shops here which specializes in Vietnamese food and the Vietnamese snack. So you can see here the this is more of the Chinese style. This is the Chinese sausage, which is quite famous here, which is a must to get if you are in Ubon Ratchathani. And this is the pork ham here. You can see a lot of this in Vietnam. So some of the snacks that is being sold here. So I'm going to continue to walk from here. So this is the street where a lot of the people from outside of Ubon Ratchathani, when they come over to visit or they travel to Ubon Ratchathani city, they will actually stop by at this area to get some of this food stuff here, the Vietnamese style food here, and bring it back to their respective cities or town. So this is another shop that specializes in the, you can see the pork ham there, the Vietnamese style pork ham. So there's a lot of food here. You can see here a lot of food available at this shop. So you check out some of the stuff inside. So this is the Vietnamese style noodles type of noodles. So there's a lot of snacks here. And then there's this Vietnamese coffee. So some snacks over here. This is the guay chop. This is the guay chop, the Vietnamese style noodles. You can see some chilies. So these are the Vietnamese style pork ham here. There's a lot of pork ham available over at this shop here. So you see a lot of this in Vietnam. So let's continue our journey from this shop that specializes in the Vietnamese food. So another shop that also specializes in this sort of pork ham here, the Vietnamese style pork ham. Of course they have some other food items for sale as well. So we check out this shop here, the things that they have. You can see a lot of okay, there's this Vietnamese coffee as well. You see here, this is the Vietnamese jackfruit snacks. So you have some Vietnamese style noodles here. The guay chop style of noodles, which is originated from Vietnam. So you have this rice roll here. can find this a lot in Vietnam. Some other snacks as well. So let's continue our walk over at this little Vietnamese street here. So this is yet another Vietnamese style food shop here. You can see this is the Vietnamese snacks, the jackfruit snacks. And then of course you will find the Vietnamese style pork ham here. So there are a lot of this Vietnamese pork ham here over at this little Vietnamese street here. So this is one of the distinctive culture here, where this little Vietnamese street specializes in this pork ham as well as the Vietnamese noodles. So you can see here there's this Vietnamese pork ham here. So they call it the mu yo in Thai. So there's quite a number of snacks here at these shops. So you can see the Vietnamese jackfruit snacks again. Some Vietnamese coffee. This is the banana chips here. Rice cracker. Not quite sure what is this. So some Vietnamese noodles as well here. So I believe this is the last shop over at this street here. So another mu yo, or the Vietnamese style pork ham. Some Chinese sausage as well. And then you have the Vietnamese noodles over at the other side there. That's the Vietnamese noodles. This is the spring rice roll. So this is not a huge street, but just enough for you to get some of the, you have a lot of choices for you to get some of the Vietnamese style food over at this little Vietnamese street. So it's kind of an interesting discovery over at this Ubon Ratchathani city. Let me touch a little bit about this little Vietnamese street over at this Ubon Ratchathani city. So the existence of the Vietnamese community in Ubon Ratchathani is basically due to the geographical location between Thailand and Vietnam, as well as the historical background of the between this Thailand and Vietnam. So because of these factors, these two factors, this is why you can see that there are quite a sizable Vietnamese community in Ubon Ratchathani city. So I hope with this explanation that would give you some information about why there were kind of like this sort of Vietnamese food as well as the Vietnamese community which existed in this Ubon Ratchathani city. So, well, I hope you enjoy watching this Ubon Ratchathani city's tour adventure. Remember, please help me to like and share my content if you find that this content is useful to you and interesting to you. And remember, please help me to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.